Hello everyone, my name is Paulina and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my preschooler lesson plan I did. By the way, I'm also going to be looking down on my notes that I put here on my iPad, so that's why I keep looking down. But for the focus of this lesson plan is language and literacy, specifically emergent reading. The standard I am addressing is identify and name letters of the alphabet. This lesson is designed for preschoolers ages 3 to 5, and it includes a fun, engaging tech twist using QR codes and interactive alphabet app. I aligned my lesson with both of the ELFs and the ISTE standards. So the ISTE standard I chose is Empowered Learner, which encourages students to use technology to take an active role in their learning. The three objectives I decided to come up with is using flashcards. Students will identify and name uppercase letters with at least 80% accuracy during teacher activity. The second one is in a hands-on matching game. Students will match uppercase and lowercase letters with a 4 out of 5 matches correctly. And the third one is using an interactive alphabet app, which students will select and identify letters with at least 4 correct responses within a 10-minute session they would have. So in this classroom, there's gonna be 9 preschoolers and 1 lead teacher, and then there's 2 children that have difficulties with attention and 1 child that is learning English as their second language. This lesson is crucial at the developmental stage because it's identifying letters is foundational to reading and writing. I try to design this lesson with scaffolding and play-based learning, keeping child in their zone of proximity develop by modeling this first, then letting them practice, and then independently with tech tools like QR codes and apps. So to start, I will invite students to the carpet area and play the song ABC Rock to grasp their attention and spark their excitement about letters and alphabet. Then I'll introduce the idea that they are now letter detectives and stuff, using QR codes to uncover mystery letters hidden around the classroom. This has a playful and energetic tone right from the start since we'll begin. So the materials I plan on using are QR codes, obviously, the flashcards, and then iPads or tablets, and then the interactive app, and then drawing materials for an art and writing activity. So I'll prepare ahead and test out the QR codes, the materials I'll be using for the day, just to avoid any issues I'll run into during the classroom and with them. So this lesson follows 3 main parts. So the first one would be a whole group, and this is a practice with them. I'll model scanning a QR code and naming the letter and associating the image with this. So if they get an A, I get a picture of an apple and say A is for apple. And then the second one is a small group practice. Students will rotate through stations. They can scan a QR code, view a letter and an image, and then match it to the physical letter card. So this is good for them to do. And then the independence practice would be each student will draw their favorite letter and the image that they went with from the QR code activity, and this lets them practice the recognition through both visual and their fine motor expressions. I'll also be go ahead and asking questions like, what letter did you find? can you find the letter to match it with, or what sound does that letter make? Different questions like that, just to keep them actively thinking. So the assessment happens throughout the activity. So I will be using a checklist during the QR code station, observations during the matching game, and also a work sample. For children who need the support, I will use visuals, repeat modeling as needed, or slower pace. My tone. For those who need a challenge, I will ask them to think of other words that begin with the same letter and ask if they can draw them. This lesson is designed to be pretty flexible and inclusive, and it can meet a different type of range of developmental needs. So to wrap everyone up and come to the end, we'll gather back, share one of our favorite moments, what we like the most, and then sing the ABC song again. This helps reinforcing the object, and then creates a smooth transition to the next part of the day. And a simple transition chant will lead them to whatever they're going to next, would either be more centers or lunchtime. So thank you guys for watching this video, and that was my lesson plan for preschoolers.